Welcome back to the 28th Annual Quakey Sense IJSBA World Finals from Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Austria's Kevin Rederer is desperately trying to hold off Stephen Doliak of France as he goes in search of his first ever pro ski world title. But before we return to the race action, let's first visit one more time with Don Dawson, who's in Vendor Alley. Don?
All right, so once you get the jet ski, the next thing you gotta do is get the really cool paint job. There is none other that does it better than the maestros of paint, and that's the guys at Volosian. They are phenomenal, and you really can't even come to World Finals without looking for a Volosian tent and seeing all the really cool paint jobs. The toughest thing here at Volosian is to pick which one you want, because these guys are really and truly that good. John Dady and the gang, we love having you be a part of World Finals, and yeah, sure enough, I'm gonna have to pull out the credit card and see what I can buy here.
All right, thanks, Don. As we come back to more of Moto number 2 for pro ski, the 16-year-old Kevin Rederer in search of his first pro ski world title. He's trying to hold off the 28-year-old Stephen Doliak, and Rederer goes down in the splits, Dave, and it will allow Doliak to get past him.
Oh, it looked like he just clipped a buoy as he came around there, and that could be a rookie mistake there. He definitely capitalized him. He saw him make a mistake. He says, hey, I'm going to take my chance. Let's take another look and see exactly what happened. And you can see he just came in too steep into that blue buoy there, and those things, they hit back.
Remember, this Moto 2 is a winner-take-all between these two riders. It was Stephen Doliak who won the opening Moto, and now Doliak searching for the turn buoy, and it looks like he's a bit discombobulated as he goes back to find it, and that allows Kevin Rederer to reclaim the lead. As we watch it once again, Dave, you think you've seen it all until you see Stephen Doliak literally get lost on the race course.
Yeah, that is not something indicative of Doliak, but you know, when you get out there, you get a little turned around, a little water hits you in the face, and you lose sight of the course.
Still a lot of race to go here. Rederer again working to the outside split. Doliak to the inside split. We've seen Rederer make 3 rookie mistakes, if you will, but these two once again drawing close, and Doliak, the 2-time former world champion, talked about going for his 3rd of his racing career.
You know, I've been racing for maybe 15 years now, and I know what I have to do. So, and from what happened yesterday, like, we have to be very careful because this is motorsport, so this is not a joke all the time. And we want to give a good show, a good races, and a really fair fight.
So, Dave, as the laps are quickly winding down as they'll set up for the double log jumps, and you can see Doliak really starting to push it, Dave, as he's going to take some chances and gamble, and he almost goes down again as he loses control there in the first log jump. So Kevin Rederer can now breathe a sense of relief there. He's able to put a little bit of distance between himself and the 2-time former world champion.
And let's take another look and see exactly what happened. He just got a bad bounce. He didn't pre-jump that before. Rederer did. He went smooth over there. Good thing he held onto the ski. Otherwise, it could be more disastrous. You see a lot of times yard sales out there.
Well, Doliak has finished 4 consecutive years in 2nd place. That's on the heels of winning back-to-back world titles in 2003 and 2004. So you get the sense that he was pressing. Again, winner-take-all here for the 2nd Moto. Kevin Rederer needs to win after finishing 2nd back in Moto 1. But Doliak, he can't afford to finish 2nd on the heels of that opening Moto win. Again, the 2nd Moto outweighs the 1st, so it is a true winner-take-all here between these two competitors in Moto number 2.
Yeah, and you got to wonder if Doliak was just riding a hair over his head. He was getting a little desperate. He knows he needs to finish in front of Rederer, and sometimes you'll push a little too much. Right now, Rederer, he's got a decent lead. The laps are down to 1 now. The hallelujah flag is out. Rederer sees it. Now it's about staying smooth. Now Doliak, you know he's going to start pushing it, but he doesn't want to make mistakes. You know, being on the box is better than being off of it.
And the 111 rider of Rusty Wilson of Texas has put his hydrospace in a precarious spot, lodged on top of the 2nd log jump, so that brings out the yellow flags and will close that 2nd jump and force both the leader Rederer and Doliak, who's behind in 2nd, to go around it as the sun is setting here on the World Finals for pro ski from Lake Havasu City, Arizona, as Rederer is looking for his first ever pro ski world title.
Well, I can tell you when they're heading into the west and they're going to that sunset, it's bad, but when it tucks in behind those mountains, these waves out here, you got potholes. You can't see them. There's nothing lighting them up, and so you just see shadows. So they'll tend to back your speed down. You're wondering, is Redder going to push it? Is he going to use the force out there? You know, it's what it comes down to, is water knowledge.
So Doliak trying to mount one final comeback as they're along the long back straightaway now, where they can really open it up. A pair of hydro spaces powering these two riders as they both seek a Pro Ski World Championship. Again, for Kevin Redderer, it would be the first of his racing career. For Stephen Doliak, Dave, he's known nothing but frustration the past 4 years after winning his second and last World Championship back in 2004. And remember last year, Dave, he needed to only make up one spot to win a world title, but it was the surprise story last year of Alberto Monti, the Italian rider, not back here to defend his title. But Doliak was one spot away from claiming his third world title last year, and he's going to fall just short here in 2009.
Yeah, very shocked that Alberto Monti is not here, but right now it's all about this young 16-year-old man, our world champion right there, Kevin Redderer, followed by Stephen Doliak.
So what a week of racing it's been for the 16-year-old from Austria. Claims his third world title, as you mentioned, of the week, and his first in pro ski, and nothing but celebration here for the 16-year-old, greeted by his father Thomas, the first man to greet him in the water. So Kevin Redderer gives Austria its first ever pro ski world title, and what more can you say about Stephen Doliak? 5 consecutive years now finishing in the second spot. And here's Don Dawson with the Pro Ski World Champion.
Kevin Redderer, it's only your second time ever at the World Finals. Break this down for me, your feelings right now.
I can't tell you. It's like, as a young kid, as I started first time jet skiing, it was my dream, and now I got it, and it's just so awesome. I cannot realize it now.
Well, the sun sets on the 28th edition of the Quakey Sense IJSBA World Finals. Congratulations to all of our world champions, and we hope that you enjoyed all of the race action. So on behalf of Don Dawson, Dave Arnold, our entire crew, I'm Ian Howard saying so long, and we'll see you next time right back here on the water.